Hello and welcome to Cordy Creativity. I am Cordy and I am here to do some drawing with you today. I had a viewer request to draw a cute Halloween character, so I decided I will draw a cute ghost with you today. So this is what my version of the cute Halloween ghost looks like, and I want to show you how I got there. So let's get started. For the drawing, you will need a pencil, an eraser, a fine liner 0.3 and a fine liner 0.8. Basically a thinner one and a thicker one. So grab your pencil and here we go. We're going to start with the pumpkin-shaped balloon because it's the highest point of our drawing. And that is basically just a heart shape with a rounded tip and then the top bit of the pumpkin. And from there, we're gonna draw the head of our ghost. I'm using some wavy lines here because I want to show that it's sort of a fabric that is over the ghost's head. And then I thought it would be really cute if our ghost would have made little knots into the bed sheet to have little pigtails. So here at the end, very end of that pigtail, I'm going to make a little nubble, which is sort of like the corner of the bed sheet. Now our ghost has very little and short, chubby arms on one side and on the other side, always making sure it's on the same height, and then almost like a little dress coming down. And one hand holds my little chubby ghost's best friend, and over on the other side is that lovely pumpkin balloon. I'm going to draw down the string and then the hand holding it. Very simple shapes, basically just ovals for the fingers that wrap around and sort of a diagonal oval for the thumb that comes down, holding on to that string here. And then for the dress, I want to make the bottom part quite fluffy. So I'm going to draw several layers of fabric. And it's basically just wavy lines. I don't really have a reference here. So I'm just kind of imagining what that skirt or that bed sheet could look like, kind of flared out. So this would be the first layer and then one underneath, coming from the other side here. Creating another layer with little pointed shapes. I find when the fabric is in a pointed shape, it looks a bit more sort of ethereal and ghost-like. So I'm basically just drawing some like pointed pieces of fabric here, just to make it nice and fluffy. One more down here. Okay, and around that knot that our ghost made with the bed sheet, I'm going to draw a little bow, two round shapes, and then another round shape sort of next to it on the other side as well, and then the little bands coming down and little connections there. So one bit is the outside of the bow tie and the other bit is the inside, and little wrinkles because it's bunched together on both sides. And then this one is hiding behind the balloon. In my other drawing, I actually drew it in front of the balloon, which is completely wrong. So doing it the second time around, let's get it right. Here is the roundabout where the nose would be. I want my little ghost to have glasses. So trying to create those round shapes. Not always easy to create a perfect round shape, but we kind of have it happening here. Now the sides of the glasses to the left and right. I want the eyes to be really, really expressive and big and shiny. So I'm going to do big pupils And then to the top left, there are going to be 2 small ovals, and then inside the pupil, an even smaller one for the reflection. I'm going to show you later how we get these eyes really nice and expressive. And a very simple mouth with the suggestion of the tongue on the inside. And I like drawing cheeks. I'm going to make my cheeks little stars. You can just make little circles if you like. I just thought stars would be fun. And then we're going to add just maybe a little more wave here just to make that head look like it's made out of fabric, or there's a head underneath it. Maybe, who knows? It's a ghost. You never know what's underneath the bedsheet. Now over here, we're gonna draw my little ghost's pet spider. It's basically just a circle with pointy edges, and then the spider legs on the left and on the right. I'm drawing 6, and my spider also gets some cute eyes and a little smile. And because we're all cute and cutesy, we're gonna give the spider a bit of a bow tie as well. And then at the end there, we're just gonna finish drawing the fingertips. And then our cute little ghost has a little purse. And I thought it would be cute if that purse would look like a spider web. So we're going to draw the lines from the center of the purse outward. Here we go. And then with some curved shapes, curved inward towards the point we started, we're going to draw the purse. And then the strap underneath the arm. Who knows, maybe our ghost has little treats inside her purse for her little pet spider. Now down here, I'm just going to add some folds for our skirt, and then maybe a little more waviness here on the side to make it look nice and flowy. Now our pumpkin up here needs to have a face as well, with some teeth maybe. Scary pumpkin, but a smiley scary pumpkin. And a little correction here, making it a bit more round. Yeah, now it looks right. What do you think? A bit more even, yeah? And then we need the lines that show the ridges in the pumpkin, but this is just a balloon, so it doesn't need to be that textured. And then here's another little bit of the bow tie from the other side, from the other pigtail. And my favorite shape is stars, so I'll draw a couple of more stars around my ghost to make it look cute. My friend who was suggesting or wishing for this cute Halloween character said she wants to have a Halloween character crossed with a rainbow unicorn. So here are some rainbow unicorn stars around our little ghost. Okay, so that looks done. Fine liner 0.3, and we'll go all around the shape. We'll speed this up a little bit for you. As you fine line your drawing, remember the overlapping shapes to only draw the visible bits with the fine liner and erase the pencil. Now the 0.8 thicker fine liner, just go all around the edges, even the stars and maybe the purse, to make it pop off the page. Now the little ghost is ready for you to color it in. I would love to see your drawing and what it looks like with color. You can show me on Instagram at Cordy Creativity. I would love to see your creation. I used watercolor, pastel crayons, and charcoal for my little ghost. So let me show you how I did it. I started with the eye using a very thin green paint underneath for the bottom half, and then black for the top bit, and I made sure it's all nicely blended together for a really cool effect. The little dots we made, they get green, and then the top bit a little darker black here with the watercolor. Watercolor is just so good to blend things together easily. So blending it down into the green. And then I used a black brush pen to make the pupils really, really dark, even darker than the black watercolor. And I use that as well for the pumpkin up here, for the mouth, nose, eyes, and also for the black part in the little ghost's mouth. Now to make the eyes pop even more, I'm going to use some white pastel crayon on the bottom bit of the eye there, just to add an extra reflection. Now this is my first layer of watercolor. In my second layer, I just darkened the dark bits a little more, the edges and the creases. On top of that, I gave my little ghost some freckles with the thick and the thinner fine liner, just a couple of dots. And then with this whole range of pastel crayons, I just enhanced the yellow parts a little bit first, just to make it look like it's glowing even around the stars. And then I wanted to try if I can make the skirt, the rainbow skirt, glow as well. So I went around the edges here and just smudged in the pastel crayons as if the skirt would be glowing. Now with the soft charcoal, I smudged in the background all around the little ghost. It's a bit messy, but I really like the texture. Now with the white Posca pen, I'm going to set some highlights in the pet spider's eyes and on the pumpkin balloon up there. For some extra drama, I'm using a black pastel crayon, which is much darker than the charcoal I used, just to darken that background even further and blend it nicely towards the area that is supposed to be glowing. And for a little extra effect, you can just sprinkle or scrape some pastels onto the page. I hope you can see it. It's really very tiny. They're tiny little dots, and just smooth it down with a piece of paper, and then you have like tiny little glowy bits on your ghost. So this is my colored in version. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you'll try to draw that cute little ghost yourself. For more drawing tutorials and sketchbook projects, hop on over to Cordy Creativity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I get to draw with you again soon. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.